When a person transports a certain amount of fuel, if he gets into an accident, the vehicle could explode at any time. The person and the moped are like a bomb on wheels. This activity is against the law, but you have to remember that in Africa, the rules have exceptions. This type of solidarity has been asserted by Africans and has become something specific to Africa.
Once in Nigeria and faced with the difficulties of communicating in English or French, money becomes the common language. With their tank full, Hervé and Boris must then return to Benin, where they will sell the fuel. In spite of the danger, and thanks to everyone else's collaboration, this activity allows Hervé to earn a decent living.
I make 10,000 francs per trip, which I keep. If I make 2 trips in one day, I earn 20,000. If there's a problem with the vehicle, I make sure the driver rests. If he wants anything, I'm here to get it for him. If we stop to eat, I bring him food. I also help him if he needs to go to the restroom. On the road, I'm his best friend. When you're disabled, everything is so difficult. Often you feel shy, but this activity allows you to interact with people. The people of Benin show solidarity with each other. Listen, we're the only ones who do this in the entire sub-Saharan region. We're the only ones who can go to Nigeria and return and sell fuel in Benin. So you could say there's a clear sense of solidarity among us.
In Bambara, Yetta means to love oneself. Yetta is the name 15 single mothers have given to their project in the city of Mopti. These women perform different activities that earn them enough money to survive. In Africa, to be a single mother is to be rejected by society. These mothers have joined together in order to survive through mutual assistance and training. They know that learning the language of white people is the first step to creating new opportunities for themselves, and to that end, they have hired a local professor.
Un gros camion a cogné une petite voiture. Gros camion. Un gros camion. Encore. Un gros camion. A cogné une petite voiture. Maman, une petite voiture.
Une petite voiture.
Il y a un accident. Un accident sur la route.
Dans l'association, on accueille les jeunes mères célibataires.
At the association, we take in single mothers. We have various activities, such as catering, making preserves, and sewing.
Et la couture.
Currently at Yetta, we have 13 mothers with their children. Several other women have come here and then left the association, some because they found work, others to set up their own businesses.
To be a single mother is to be alone, as the majority of these women are. They are even marginalized within their own family. They have to manage on their own to feed their children and themselves, which isn't always possible for them to do. They come to the association to find peace and to earn a little money.
Voici Adama, son père et sa mère.
Il y a un accident. Amaï, il y a un accident. Un accident. Il y a un accident. Une accident.
I have nothing just to feed them. I have nothing just to prepare their life on the right way, something like that. I simply happy by the circus, what they are doing, what I taught them. When I began this circus, I was simply just to train the others to do what I can do. That's it. Nowadays, they can do many miracle and fascinating things. I'm very happy with it.
Zoldu Misaile is the trainer and promoter of the Fasil Circus of Gondar in Ethiopia. It is a creative street circus made up of young people with few resources who have found in the circus a way of life. The circus tradition in Ethiopia is very recent, having been introduced by Marc Lachance, a Canadian professor who came to Ethiopia during the expatriation of the Falasha, or Ethiopian Jews, to Israel. While they awaited their turn, Lachance entertained children with juggling acts, which the children quickly learned. Later, he began working to get children off the streets and formed the first circus in Addis Ababa. Acrobats and magicians were already in existence back in the times of the Ethiopian Empire. The new acts and development of the show, in the form of a modern circus, made a lasting impression on the local residents. Today in Ethiopia, there are 29 small provincial circuses and one large national circus. Zodun, with no resources whatsoever, tries to help those boys most in need to develop their skills.
In the circus, we do give the opportunity to train many deaf guys who are retarded, mentally absent, some kind of guys. We would like to motivate them to work with us because they would be a good example for the others. Those are deaf like them. They can do what we are doing, just like this. Now he's one of the members. He's also to have some kind of problem according to his health. I began to train him with the circus. Now he's working with us. This little kid, after we begin to organize, he comes to the circus. He was about 7 years in age when he comes to the circus team. Nowadays he's 11 years in age. 14 years he was training with us. Now he's a very playmaker for the circus. You can see what he can do with us. Not only the little kids, but also the younger ones, especially I love all of them. Just sometimes I consider that as if I'm their father.
Gondar is a small city in the north of Ethiopia, on the outskirts of Lake Tana.